Let's imagine we have a triangle that looks like this. And we've been asked to find the length of side B. Side B is this line right here. Well, we've got a few tricks up our sleeve. The first thing we could do is, if this is a 90-degree triangle, we could use SOHCAHTOA, or the primary trigonometric ratios, to solve it. However, this does not look like a 90-degree triangle. So we know about the sine law. The sine law is used to solve triangles that aren't 90 degrees. However, to use it, we need to have a matching angle and side length. In this case, we don't have that. We have an angle, but the side length is unknown. So the sine law is no good here. So now what? Well, that's where the cosine law comes in. And as long as we have what's called a contained angle, we can use the cosine law. This is a contained angle because it has a side length to the left of it and a side length to the right of it. It's kind of sandwiched between two side lengths. So let's use the cosine law to solve this triangle. The cosine law looks like this. The side that we're solving for, in this case b squared is equal to the square of the other two sides added together, a squared plus c squared, minus 2 times a times c times the cos of the angle we're given, in this case b. Since we're asked to solve for b, we're going to fill in values for a, c, and this angle here, b. Let's start writing that out. We'll say b squared, the side we're solving for, is equal to a. This is angle A, so the side A is right here. It's 20 squared, plus the other side that we know, which is C, or 25 squared, minus 2 times 20, which is the A, times C, which is 25, times the cos of the angle that we know, which is cos 48. And there we go. We've set up the cosine law. The next step will require using our calculator. Most calculators will let you plug this in directly as you see it right here. So let's experiment. I'm going to try my calculator, and I'll add exactly what I see right here. 20 squared plus 25 squared minus 2 times 20 times 25 times the cos of my angle, 48. And there we go, 355.869. I'm going to round that to 356. B squared is equal to 356. Now from here, we just need to solve for b. And since b is being squared, we'll do the opposite of that, which is take the square root. So we'll say b is equal to the square root of 356. This step, the square root of 356, will require my calculator as well. So I'll bring that in again. And I'm looking for the square root button, which looks usually like that. And I'll hit that once. And I'll type in my number, 356. And then I hit enter, and there's the square root of 356. I'm going to round this to 19. So finally I'll say b is equal to 19, and our units are given in centimeters. So the length of side b is in fact 19 centimeters. And there we go, we've just seen the cosine law in action. So just remember that any triangle that has a contained angle, that's an angle between two sides, you can use the cosine law like we did here. We plug in our knowns, and then most calculators will let you enter all of this in one string on your calculator. So you might want to do a little experimenting with what I have here and see if you get 356 on your calculator. And finally, we just take the square root. Don't forget that step. And we get 19 centimeters. And now it's time for you to practice using the cosine law. So I would like you to find the length of side F for this triangle. Try using the same steps I showed you on the left-hand side, and I'll post the solution here when you're ready. It turns out that side F is 58 millimeters. And if you didn't get that, double check that you've entered your numbers as you see right here on this line. And they should equal 3,374. And finally, we take the square root of that number to arrive at F equals 58 millimeters.